The Earth is full of mysteries that we simply can't explain. We still don't know what is at the center of the Earth or why strange lights appear in the sky from time to time. However, one of the most persistent mysteries is the possibility that there could be other civilizations living among us, whether they are hiding or have been hidden from us for thousands of years. In today's video, let's talk about what would happen if a lost civilization was found underneath the Arctic ice. Before we get started, be sure to hit the like button for more videos. Also, stick around until the end to learn about an incredible offer just for you. A frozen world, the Arctic is one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. There are only a few animals that are capable of surviving in such cold temperatures, and even fewer humans. That is why it might seem impossible that there could be an entire civilization living underneath the Arctic ice. But scientists believe that this may not be the case. Scientists have recently discovered that underneath the Arctic ice, there is a massive cavity. This cavity is humongous, spanning across 60,000 square kilometers. To put this into perspective, that's roughly the same size as Ireland. It also happens to be twice the size of Los Angeles. The discovery of this massive hole has led many people to wonder what could possibly be underneath the ice. Could there be something big enough to hide an entire civilization? The discovery of the giant hole was made by researchers from the University of Cambridge and the British Antarctic Survey. They were using radar data from an ice-penetrating radar system called the European Space Agency ESA Cryosat-2. This technology uses a special type of radar that can penetrate through the ice sheet and map the surface underneath. Using this technology, the scientists were able to create a 3D model of the hole. What they found was nothing short of incredible. According to the researchers, the hole is more than 4 kilometers deep in some parts. It is so big that if you were to fill it up with water, it would be equivalent to the amount of water held by 1 billion Olympic swimming pools. According to the lead author of the study, Dr. Neil Arnold, this discovery came as a total shock to him and his team. He had never expected to find anything like this while working in the Arctic Circle. He said that the sheer scale of this void is really quite remarkable and that he and his team are still trying to understand its origins. However, he does believe that this hole could contain the remains of a long-lost civilization. You see, the Arctic ice sheet has been melting at a rapid pace over the last few decades. This has made it possible for scientists to use new technologies to explore what lies beneath the ice, and what they found was very interesting. According to Dr. Arnold, the hole appears to have been caused by a massive amount of water flowing underneath the ice sheet. This created a cavern, which eventually collapsed and left behind this massive cavity. But according to him, this didn't happen recently. Instead, it must have happened hundreds or even thousands of years ago. This means that there could be remnants of a civilization living inside this cavern, the melting ice sheet. Scientists have observed that the ice sheet in the Arctic has been melting at an alarming rate. In recent years, the temperature in the Arctic Circle has risen at twice the rate of the rest of the world. This has led to the melting of the ice sheet, which in turn has led to the exposure of many ancient artifacts. For example, in 2017, a team of researchers from the University of Massachusetts discovered a huge Viking settlement in Greenland. The settlement dates back to around the year 900 AD, which makes it nearly 1,000 years old. This discovery was very significant because it showed that the Vikings had settled in Greenland much earlier than previously thought. It also provided new insights into their culture and way of life. But this is not the only discovery that has been made recently. In fact, there have been many reports of strange and mysterious objects being found underneath the Arctic ice. Some believe that these could be evidence of a lost civilization, while others believe that they are simply natural phenomena. One of the most famous discoveries was made in 2016 when a group of explorers from the Arctic Research Foundation spotted a strange structure underneath the ice. The structure looked like a huge pyramid and it was humongous. It was estimated to be over 400 feet tall, which is taller than the Great Pyramid of Giza. However, this turned out to be a false alarm that was later discovered that the pyramid was actually a natural formation of ice. Another strange discovery was made in 2018 when a team of scientists from the University of Cambridge spotted a huge underground lake underneath the ice sheet. The lake was located for kilometers below the surface, and it was filled with ancient water that had been trapped there for thousands of years. According to the scientists, this could be evidence of a lost civilization living underneath the ice. They believe that the civilization could have used the lake as a source of water and food, and they may have lived in the area for centuries. But despite all these theories, there is still no concrete evidence of a lost civilization in the Arctic Circle. However, the recent discovery of the massive cavity gives new hope to those who believe that such a civilization exists. What would happen if we found them? If we were to discover a hidden civilization underneath the Arctic ice, it would be one of the most momentous discoveries in human history. It would revolutionize our understanding of the world and our place in it. The discovery would send shockwaves around the globe as news of a lost civilization spread. Government and scientific organizations would scramble to learn more about the civilization and its people. Experts from all over the world would descend on the Arctic Circle to excavate the site and learn more about the civilization's history and culture. It would take years, if not decades, to uncover all the secrets of the civilization. We would learn about their way of life, their customs and traditions, and their beliefs and values. We would also learn about the technology they used and the innovations they developed. The discovery would have a profound impact on our understanding of human history. It would force us to re-examine everything we thought we knew about the past, and it would change the way we view the world. But it wouldn't just be a scientific and historical revelation. The discovery would also have a profound impact on humanity as a whole. It would bring people together from all over the world, and it would inspire awe and wonder in all of us. We would marvel at the ingenuity and resilience of the civilization, and we would be inspired by their achievements. Of course, there would also be those who would seek to exploit the discovery for their own gain. There would be looters and treasure hunters who would try to steal artifacts from the site, and there would be governments who would try to claim the land for themselves. But hopefully, the international community would come together to protect the site and ensure that it is preserved for future generations. Overall, the discovery of a hidden civilization underneath the Arctic ice would be a momentous event in human history. It would change our understanding of the world and inspire awe and wonder in all of us. What do you think? Do you believe that there could be a lost civilization hiding underneath the Arctic ice? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button for more videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.